And good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back up here to Murray Field. We're about ready for the opening kickoff for the girls' varsity game as they, again, kind of continue this weekend of home-and-home series as the Mustangs look to pick up their first win of the season. They again, yesterday, tough loss to Dedham here, just 1-0. So, clearly two evenly matched squads, and hopefully the Mustangs can pick up their first win of the year.
Yeah, and it seems like all season long, their losses have been by a single goal. Like, they're in every match.
Yeah. And Eric, we were talking, between the JV and the varsity game about that fact. You obviously the record is probably not what you're hoping for, but if you look at the goal differential, I mean, there's a lot of 1-0, 2-1, scores that, like you said, they are, unlike in years past where the record was difficult. Sometimes they're losing 7-1 and that kind of stuff. It's just, that's tough. But when you're in every match, it just makes coming to practice easier. It makes the willingness to come to games a lot easier when you've got a chance in every match. And the Mustangs clearly so far this year, despite being 0-5, have been in every single match. And so hopefully that trend continues today.
No, absolutely. I think you're absolutely right that the girls can see the promised land, so to speak, right? Like, they know if they keep working, they're going to get there. And as you said, in years past, if you're losing every game 6-1, 7-1, it feels like whatever you do, it doesn't really matter. And not to say that those teams in the past ever gave up, but
right.
It's just there's that much more incentive to work hard, and it probably makes coaching easier too, right? Like, the girls see the fruits of their labor and are willing to do the things you're asking them to do. So good start to this game.
Exactly.
With Norwood, some great tic-tac-toe passing on the sideline there. Sam Reen and Maren Giambanco, Taylor Brinklow, Michaela Reen, all just great ball movement and a ball into the box that just didn't lead to anything, but still it's a great start.
Yeah. Good strong kick out there by the Dedham defender. Foul coming back. I
think Alana Evans getting whistled for maybe pushing a little too much in the back there.
Yeah, so I think in this the Dedham player here is about to take is the one who kicked that ball out earlier. So it looks like the defender with a good strong leg here, but it's a nice return.
Nice step there by, is that number 14? Is that Emily Fame, I think, who may have stepped in and driven that ball into the Dedham end?
So early going here, we had a chance to call the JV game earlier today, and they played a terrific match, just coming up just short to Dedham 1-0. But that JV game, again, looking to bode well for the future of the Norwood program. I thought a lot of promising stuff from the JV team this morning.
Absolutely. There's some really good things. And you can see, like, I think the JV team is playing the system and the style that the varsity team is playing, which is very helpful as those girls move forward, and maybe not executing quite as cleanly, but still getting a lot of good positive plays out of it. So Alexa Corris puts that ball back out to Alana Evans, and Norwood goes the other way. Michaela Reen looking to find Marin. Just couldn't quite connect on that final pass. It's Carolyn Galvin battling over there on the far side. And winning, I think. Nope,
going back up the other way. But yeah, I mean, that was a nice little transition right there by the Mustangs, and again, it's exciting to watch them play and making plays with a purpose. Like, in other words, that's what your intent was, to try to knock it outside, so you have again kind of a knowledge of the game, and they're playing with a lot of smarts here. So
they really are. Alexa, harassed by the Dedham forward there, manages to make the turn out for the Dedham kick in, but again settling down, letting Norwood get back into their defense. Oh wait, no, I think actually that ended up going out off of Dedham. Great.
Yep. So the Mustangs will take it back up here early going here and just underway. No score.
Tap back to Alexa Corris, who's got her head up looking for someone down the field.
Blocked down nicely by the Dedham defender. We'll start to get names and numbers out for you folks as we go along. That's a nice step there, too.
Maren Giambanco making a great run up the sideline, looking for Michaela Reen there. Another touchback out,
yeah.
well done, and then into Maeve. Looking to try and Taylor Brinklow making the overlapping run. Oh, and okay,
It's coming back. Yeah. But yeah, that was a nice, couple little first steps there, and a nice little burst of speed on Warren's part there. She really kind of took it, up the sideline quickly.
Yeah, I suppose we ought to start figuring out who these Dedham players are too. But,
Yeah. Yep.
But unfortunately, the roster we've been given is not in numerical order, so it's
Right.
rather difficult to
You
find.
got to find the number, and then you got to correspond to the person's name, and by
Yep.
then the play is going the other way.
Yep.
So, but again, and I know Dedham comes in here, with a win, yesterday, but they had 2 ties against Westwood, so they're a good strong program as they've been, for quite some time, but I think the Mustangs have been, as we mentioned at the onset, playing with just about every team that they've played, so nothing is a given. Town going to come in here and just kind of, walk away with a win. I think the Mustangs are making everybody earn whatever victory they've been able to get from them this year.
Yeah, absolutely. So Dedham threatening here, and a ball through that Trish Wachowski handles easily.
Yep.
Look for the quick restart. Looking for Michaela Reen up top. Michaela and Marin battling there. Sam Reen with a step up to find Maeve Glavin.
Oh, that's and then
Going to
send
see,
it through.
yep, see Michaela making that run.
It was nice for her to point too.
Yep.
She's kind of
Yep.
sending it out where she wants the ball.
Yep. And not a bad idea to cross that ball into
Yeah.
the box. Just she was too far ahead of her running mates for them to get there, and that was handled easily by the Dedham keeper, who booms that ball. Oh,
And
just short.
just short of the 50.
Yep.
Well struck.
Yep.
Yeah, senior goalie Delaney Turner. That's again with that new rule that if it goes over midfield, it's a change of possession, and she's able to drop it basically at the 49.5-yard line.
Oh, nice. Emily Fame coming back to knock that
Nice
away
little
from
touch
the
there.
Oh, looking up the sideline, maybe trying to get Spring Marin, but
Nice first step there by Kate Dooley, number 18 for the Marauders. But yeah, you could see she was trying to put it into the area sometimes, which is nice. Trying to do that again and just can't squeeze it through.
some great energy from Norwood right now. They're really swarming to the ball, making good runs off the ball. They're very active. It's good to see, and I think it'll should pay off in the long run as over the course of the game as they make Dedham work for everything and start stringing that final pass together. Yep. Taylor Brinklow called for a shoulder charge there.
Right,
maybe,
she was
maybe
kind of trying
extending the elbow a little bit, but
Yep. And it was, I think as soon as she made the play, I think she knew exactly, that the call was going to come. So,
I think she looked up and saw the ref staring right at her.
yeah, no place to hide there.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is Cassidy Hickey. This is the one that's got quite the leg there.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, we'd just been talking about this particular defender, and she's running back here, Hickey, a senior defender captain, and she clearly has a strong leg and was able to put that into a box, just a dangerous area, obviously, and that one just kind of happens to sneak past Witkowski, but that was a great ball in.
Yeah, it was, and Trish got her hands on it. Just I think couldn't quite bring it down with the Dedham player right in her chest, and it just deflected right on in.
Yep. So Mustangs find themselves down early, 1-0, and we've talked about this several times. What is the team's reaction? What is how do they respond to this particular early goal, and get themselves settled down? We've done this before. We talked about how an early goal is not necessarily a bad thing because you certainly have plenty of time, to get yourself right back into this match.
Absolutely, and thankfully, these girls know they can play with this team, right? Like this is not a team they just lost to, by 4 or 5 goals.
Right.
So it's they can have confidence that they can get back into this game. So,
and kind of with the JV match, I know that when a goal kind of trickles in, you kind of want to make sure that your keeper still has the right frame of mind, and you don't have to worry about that last one. Concentrate on the game in front of you instead of what's happening behind you. So
yeah. So Paige Barnett and Sorry, I was looking at it a minute. Just substituted out Maeve Glavin and Paige Barnett for. I'm sorry. Now I'm completely lost. I was looking at I know Paige Barnett came in, and I'm trying to figure out who the other substitution was because Maeve Glavin went out. Oh, and Aaron McDermott came in. I'm sorry. Yeah, so Aaron and Paige in, and I think Maeve. I'm not sure who else went out. Maybe Carolyn Galvin. Nope, she's still out there.
There's a nice ball there, driven just a little bit too far. Oh, they're able to corral that in the box, get that one across.
Marin trying to find somebody across. Oh, and there's Carolyn Galvin, who I am properly accused of being substituted for, battling hard over there.
Looking to give and go, but
nicely done there.
Oh, that's a great little chip right there.
Oh, that was well done. Yes.
Yep.
Marin just couldn't quite get a foot on that, but
Turner's able
good
to
work there.
corral. But yeah, that was a great ball as she came, off the Dedham defender, and able to put it in the box there, give Giambanco a chance. Once again, just coming up just short of that midfield range and able to keep the ball in play.
Alexa trying to find Aaron up there. Couldn't quite get the ball through. Oh, good work back there by Caroline Glavin again. Galvin, sorry, who working all the way back from up. She was pressing high just a moment ago, and now tracks back and makes a good defensive play.
Yeah, you love to see that when a player is, kind of, again, becomes a two-way player and is able to, you have the offensive mindset, but then get yourself all the way back to kind of become that extra defender and extra help.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ball out here, plenty of open space. Race
get
to the
ball.
that. Battling there. The two of them are
Yep.
going at it. They continue to battle at it. There's finally a whistle there. Oh.
Yeah, that was a little physical.
Yeah, it looks like that was Devin O'Connell there, number 10 for the Marauders. But little battle between the two of them, and Norwood comes up with the ball off the indirect.
Oh, nice booming kick there by Cece. Unfortunately, didn't quite find its way through, but it goes out for the Norwood kick in. Sam Reen's coming up to take that. Probably play the little two-woman game with Taylor Brinklow, or maybe Maren and Giambanco come back for it, but let's see if they can. Again,
Subbing out on the far side there.
It looks like Maeve Glavin's coming back into the game. Well, she's trying to poke that ball through and find Paige. Couldn't quite do it, but still won another kick in.
Yeah, so she got Taylor sitting there, and then Taylor can then kind of like boom that one in from where she was. That's a great little ball through too. But Hickey's able to clear that ball out.
Aaron McDermott takes a seat, but nice. Oh, I want that touch back.
That was a great little play there by Giambanco. She had touched it back to Taylor, but then what I would have liked to have seen is instead of watching it and then take off, so you can kind of become that option there for Taylor to give it back to her.
Ooh, that's a good through ball, and that Dedham player has speed. Can Trish beat her to it? She does.
She certainly can. Great job. But you're right. Yeah, that's somebody to keep an eye on there on the far side. Boy, that the forward, she just really took off.
She got a step.
Yep.
If Trish hadn't come out and knocked that away, I think she would have been able to put a decent shot on net.
So that's someone that the Norwood defense is going to have to keep an eye on as this game progresses. But again, what's kind of that ball
it's bouncing around in the box. Maeve Glavin with the clear.
Yep.
Give Norwood a chance to relieve that pressure and see if Paige can get around, gets that ball up to Marin, who makes a nice dummy and keeps it going. Oh!
Wow.
Yikes.
Wow. That was strong. There was just no movement there.
Yep.
Right into the the solid defender. I think that's Devin O'Connell again. So that's just a strong player. Was not giving up any ground.
No, that was quite a collision.
Yeah. Yep. But I guess what's kind of nice about these home matches is that you kind of get to know the tendencies perhaps of your opponent, so maybe you can know who the fast players are and who are the strong defenders, and maybe tailor your game plan when you play them the next day.
Yeah, and certainly maybe sort of come to realize where the weaker side of the field might be, and of course it goes both ways.
Yep,
right?
exactly. So we've got about 5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Norwood finds itself down 1-0.
Brinkle looking for Maeve Glavin. Sam Reen sends it back in.
Comes that one player there. She's able to get it through on ahead to number 13.
Got a step on Sam Reen looking for the cross back, and well handled there by the Norwood defense. Oh, but a good step from Dedham sends the ball right back in.
Yep. Yeah, working on there, Metcalf Vera, just a freshman.
Sam Reen's just going to clear that ball out.
Also a nice play there by the Dedham defender. She's able to kind of control that ball, Kate Dooley.
Maeve Glavin looking to switch the field.
It's a nice step there by Paige.
Some Norwood speed.
But Hickey's able to clear that boy. That's a great weapon that the coach has there, Coach Savvy. That something like that, with a leg that Cassidy has, she can just really change the whole field immediately. She sends it all the way down. So you can see her. She's talking to actually Savvy as we speak. So senior captain, probably controlling that back line for Dedham.
Marin looking for Paige. Couldn't quite connect, but the ball put out a touch there.
So 3.5 left here in your opening frame.
And that Norwood down 1-0, but really a goal that in many ways was against the run of play, and Norwood has I think kept the pressure up. It hasn't really been able to put anything on net, but has definitely been moving the ball through midfield, and hopefully one of these
had a couple. Yeah, they've had a couple nice looks. So yeah, you certainly some positives here is Allie Brer will again just knock it back to Hickey, and Hickey will smart play. That's a nice little triangle. You can see that triangle up here where Hickey just actually flipped it over.
Good job by Marin to break that up.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, couldn't quite get that ball through to. Looking for that quick touch through. Sam Reen with
that's a great defensive stop right
down.
there. Yep.
And Marin looking for Maeve, but just a little too far ahead. See if Sam can make that touch onto the Dedham player.
Yeah, Sam had a couple nice little sequences back there, where she was again making that first step to the ball and being able to disrupt the flow of the play from Dedham. A little physical over there, let him play on.
Maybe makes a stop, but unfortunately, her momentum takes her down. Ball out wide there, defended by Alana Evans. Knocks it out and sort of snuffs out any chance there for Dedham and gives Norwood a chance to regroup a bit. Although I think Norwood really had numbers in the box that probably wasn't going to go anywhere quickly anyway. But
rather safe than sorry as you keep it outside there. Like you said, now you're able to kind of mark up in terms of where you are defensively. A little flick into the box, knocked out by the Norwood defense.
Sam Reen does a nice job to clear that up, but
trying to settle that ball down here.
Taylor Brinklow up to Paige Barnett, who tries to make the turn right into. Manages to thread that needle and get through.
Still's able to get through. Should get the call there, and she does.
So this should be a direct kick. They can just boom it from there without having to touch it to anybody.
So we are under 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. Mustangs find themselves down by a goal. CC will take this one here, waiting for the whistle, I guess, and
looking for Maeve. Unable to bring that down. Ball scoots past Sam, but right to Alexa, who
that's a nice little
handles
move
it
too.
Nicely. Finds herself space. Finds Paige Barnett up top, and then over to Marin, who's battling.
Gets the draw that. That's great. Yeah. That was great position on her part to kind of shield the player from the ball, and to draw the possession.
So it's indirect. So I think they're going to try again. The quick touch from Sam to Cece, who will, if she can get to. Oh, that was close.
Yeah, that was close. You can see, you know, that's a great ball in though. There's some great work there.
And they win the corner.
Get the corner out of that. Terrific job on her part. But you're right. You're watching that ball, you know, as it kind of slowly rolls towards the to the out of bounds line there, and but she's able to catch it just as it was about to roll out, and then put a beautiful ball in.
So let's see where this corner kick leads to. Oh, that was nice. Found Sam. Oh boy, Sam tried to get over on that. Couldn't quite.
Yeah. You could see, you know, she kind of had her hands like, because that was a great first ball in.
It was. And I think it took Dedham by surprise that they found someone that far away.
Exactly.
So Reese Barnett over there battling hard, trying to. Oh, and that's the end of the first quarter.
That'll be the end of the first quarter here. But, you know, again, the one goal, kind of just obviously a really great shot, and just kind of got Witkowski into the gloves. And but other than that, you know, some great little ball movement, I thought, by the Mustangs during this first quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. Marion Giambanco has just actually come off. She's overseeing the trainer right now. I think maybe she's getting some of that magic spray maybe, or getting something retaped. So hopefully she'll be fine for the second quarter, but getting a little quick work done.
There you go. So anyway, with 1 quarter in the books, Mustangs find themselves down 1-0, and we will be right back with second quarter action.
Norwood. Here, we are chosen at birth. Our loyalties are predetermined. And our families, defined. Raised by the stories of those that came before us.
Here's a breakaway. Bill Norman, he's in back and score!
Fearlessly driven by the hope of what's to come. It chooses us. It defines us. And for us, it's everything. This is Norwood. And here, sports are in our blood.
Norwood Mustangs 2015 are the state Division I champs.
On behalf of the Alliance for Community Media and our foundation, we want to congratulate Norwood Community Media for their excellence work in 2019. And we also want to congratulate the town of Norwood for investing in community media that reflects the needs of its people. You do great work every day and every week, and you should be proud.
It's a sign of our commitment to the town we serve. Norwood Community Media is honored to receive the Alliance for Community Media National Award for Overall Excellence. For our weekly Norwood News, hosted by Kristen McDonald. Norwood Digest with Jack McCarthy. Your Town at Work with Jerry Slater. Sports Extra with Mark Hoover and Joe Meehan. Live broadcasts of town events and gavel-to-gavel coverage of town government. The station people turn to for trusted local coverage. Norwood Community Media, your home for all things Norwood.
But like the three of them would be sitting there chatting away with the goalie, which was always kind of fun.
Yeah.
So we're just here talking a little hockey action as we're getting ready here to start the second quarter. Mustangs find themselves down just a goal, but a really nice first quarter for the Mustangs, and see if they can't kind of continue to build on some of that momentum they took going into the second quarter.
Yep, they definitely were looking good at the end there, right? So hopefully they can continue that on.
And if I'm Dedham, I might want to do exactly what I'm doing here, get that ball down into the Norwood zone and maybe kind of assert some pressure early on as well.
Yeah, exactly. Come, with the kickoff, they were able to get the ball down there. Now just a ball right through to Tricia, who handles it nicely and easily. Looks like some substitutions to start this half. I saw Rose Donovan's in. I don't know that we saw much of her in the first half, but she's out there to start the second half. Playing in the midfield there.
It's a nice little step there, a nice ball through by the other senior captain, Metcalf Vera. Well, once again, Witkowski's able to corral that one.
So see if Norwood can maybe get something going the other direction, because it's been tilted this way to start the half. Cece Venditti doing a nice job taking that ball out of the air and then finding Taylor Brinklow out wide for a nice long ball through that unfortunately finds Dedham's feet.
That was nice. Taylor didn't, once she got the ball on her feet, did not kind of immediately panic. She knew she had some time, she had some space, carried the ball up, and then as the Dedham defender started to close on her, and that's when she made the pass. So
nice turn there, and
yep.
Giambanco doing a great job to shield that ball and make the turn, then just couldn't that ball through that. I think maybe it was Allie Steves she was trying to find. So Allie Steves, another player who I don't think we saw in the first half, is starting the second half here. Up top, she and Rose.
We were noting between quarters a couple members of the boys team stopping by to get a little bit of treatment, and been told by the athletic director up here at the high school, John Longley, that the boys were down 2-0 to Dedham today, and were able to come back to tie the game, to take the 2-2 tie with the Marauders. So they come away with a weekend 1-0-1, and due to the goal differential, take the Morales Cup. So that will be coming back here to Norwood. So that was kind of a great day for the boys soccer team.
Yeah, fantastic to hear that they took the cup.
And I think one of the things that Longley was saying was, the boys found themselves down 2-0 to obviously a very good soccer club, and able to pull out that tie. Sometimes when you're up and you wind up coming away with a tie, if you're the team that was ahead, sometimes that can feel like a loss. Great
Absolutely.
defensive play there, but it's like you've got your opponent down 2-0, and Mustangs able to come back and tie this one up.
It's fantastic. So let's hope the girls can
do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
That's right. Trying to get that kick in there, and number 23 swings that ball in.
Nice run there by the Dedham. Just couldn't quite get a foot on that. And while both Norwood defenders were looking at the ball in the air, she was charging in. And I think if she timed it a little better, she might have been able to really drive that ball on net.
Right idea there's number 14, Jamie McDonough tries to turn and send the ball in to Allie Brer, but ball just kind of rolls itself out of bounds.
So Norwood with the kick in deep in their own zone. See if this will just be passed back right to Cece to drive out. She's going to take her time. See if she can switch the field a little bit. Unfortunately finds a Dedham player. But Taylor Brinklow charging out of her own end gets possession.
Yeah, a couple nice plays there by number 23, Catherine Moore. She had, and I like what Cece did, though. Rather than just, try to boom it out of there, she knew she had some space and some time, and, have your head up, trying to make the play. So I thought that was, rather than just kick it for the sake of kicking it, she took her time.
So Norwood's struggling a little to string things together out of their own end, and it's a lot of play down in the Norwood zone. Not much in the way of a threat from Dedham yet, but still you don't want to play this much time in your own defensive end because things take a funny bounce or whatnot. So it'd be nice if we could see a little little play down, either more in the midfield or certainly down on the Dedham end.
And we saw a little bit of that earlier this morning with the JV game, is that, Dedham had a lot of possession, but there wasn't a lot of, flow either way.
Yeah, it was the game was played in the Norwood end, but neither team ever really had possession. It was just a lot of pinballing around, and for whatever reason, and sometimes when you're in your own end, it's just that much harder to get it out because you're facing the ball and you need to go to backwards, whereas you're facing the ball and you're driving in the direction you're facing. It's just that much easier.
So Norwood here on the turnover gets the possession. CC again taking at least a couple steps. Unfortunately, that one just tails out of bounds, but taking her time to try to set up the teammates there as they try to work it down the field, but unfortunately zips out of bounds and Dedham comes back.
Maybe this is just Norwood's lulling Dedham into a false sense of control here, and eventually we're gonna
once again cleared out of bounds. 6 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Mustangs trying to find that equalizer, trying to get some time into the Dedham zone, but Dedham right here has been kind of controlling the
Emily Fame doing a nice job taking that ball down and working herself into space. Sam Reen judges that a little bit. Now battling two Dedham players over on the far sideline. Manages to, despite the fact that she was outnumbered, managed to win the
I was going to say,
kick-in.
Yeah, Dedham was clearly on her pretty hard there as they had the two defenders on her, and she's able to shield them off the ball and then ricochet the ball off of one of the Dedham players as they're able to get the kick in.
So it looks like Erin McDermott has subbed in for Caroline Galvin, so over here on the near sideline. Oh, unfortunately, that little back and forth between Sam Reen and Maeve resulted in a Dedham kick-in deep in the Norwood zone.
Yeah, sometimes those can, I'm sure from a coaching standpoint, can be kind of a little frustrating as, sometimes small mental mistakes can come back and haunt you. So those are the kind of things that you really need to work on and try to eliminate. And a lot of that comes down to communication amongst teammates.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, this game is not easy, and so striking the ball exactly where you want it to go is not. So mistakes get made, and certainly these are talented young soccer players who will just get better the more they play. And so from a coaching standpoint, I know having coached with Kim Brinklow, I know she is a very demanding coach, but also a very positive coach who is interested in developing and improving her players and isn't just about the wins. And so I'm sure we're working on all those things with these girls at practice.
And we've seen that, just again in the games that we have covered up here at the high school. Just I even think, week to week, watching this team play and the way they kind of all work together, I think the improvements are very noticeable. From day one up here to halfway through the season now. This is a very talented squad, top to bottom.
Yeah, no doubt. So Maeve Glavin, trying to carry the ball across the field, just ran out of real estate, defended well by Dedham there, and so ball goes back Dedham's way, and they look for the through ball. Handled fairly easily by Alexa.
That was a nice job there by Alexa to kind of see that ball where it was coming from and then take the right angle at it to knock that out of bounds off the Dedham players. So not only do you stop the flow, certainly, but then you're able to keep possession.
Good job there again to just touch away from the danger and find some space to make that pass upfield. But again, just Norwood can't quite string anything together to get the ball down into the Dedham end, and finds itself once again playing scramble soccer at the top of the box. Oh, Alexa doing a nice job tracking across the field to snuff that out. Oh, and a nice little touch.
Great little touch.
Trying, couldn't quite get there.
Yep.
That was Erin McDermott trying to track that down, and it was just a little too far ahead of her.
But yeah, that's a great little sequence there by Alexa coming, all the way across. We just called her name, working on the far side, and defensively she comes all the way back in, and then here she is again right in the middle of the play defensively. So she's been working very hard here on that back line for the Mustangs.
So I think they've just given up a direct kick, kind of in the same space that led to the first goal, and I think we're once again going to see our that powerful leg from the back line.
Yeah, so this is, it's run, and the hard part too is, you're just not able to create that wall on the, you can just see it's, as I think was said yesterday, it looks more like a fence than it does a wall. And wow, boy, from here you're looking at that angle, I'm like, oh, that's got a chance.
Yep,
and she's just over, but boy, yeah, that is, if I'm the Dedham coach, that's a great, as I said, a great weapon to have in Hickey. She's got a terrific leg.
She really does. She really does.
So Mustangs avoid one there, still only down 1.
Kayla Reen working hard over there, seeing if she can't keep that going.
That's a nice stride. Nice battle. She's been battling there with that. Again, we've called number 10 O'Connell's name a couple times. They're. I think Dedham is strong there on that back line.
They're definitely they defend physically. There's no doubt about that. It's they're not afraid to take that shoulder charge, and you gotta work hard against them.
So Evans will tap this one here as CC will try to boot that.
Maybe
couldn't quite get as far in as she wanted to. Certainly, long run there to the far side.
But Sam Reen making
great hustle,
working hard there.
Great hustle. Is able to actually, I think that gets the Norwood kick. Where is under 9 minutes left here in the first half. Again, Mustangs find themselves just down a goal. So Norwood will get themselves set up here. There's a nice little ball in.
Oh,
that's going to roll in.
Whoa.
Yeah, it just rolled wide.
Just wide.
And again, we were up here, and just the angle that it's at, I said, that looks like it's coming off the keeper. That was a terrific ball, and it almost took the fortunate bounce, but it kind of rolled just wide. See if they can't do that again, but a terrific ball in.
No kidding. That was fantastic.
Tougher angle now.
Well, Maeve trying to split the defenders, couldn't quite do it, but got another corner kick.
Yep. But where she was before was just, now you've got kind of like that less angle, a sharper angle from where you are in here. Still trying to swing the ball in. So is that... Wow, almost a terrific bicycle kick. Would have been fantastic. Still able to make the contact with it, just send it just wide.
That Erin McDermott, I think, trying the bicycle, channeling her inner Pele.
Yeah, boy, we would have had, if she had buried that would have had to put that clip here from NCM and zip that down to ESPN in Bristol.
Yeah, 100%.
Top play of the day.
Yep.
So Mustangs with some great pressure here and coming right back.
It's Paige Barnett there. Just trying to tap that ball through to Michaela. Couldn't quite get there, and defended well by number 10 for Devin O'Connell for Dedham.
So now you're kind of back at that same spot where I think Paige was able to swing that one ball in. So you've got some great little chances right here. She does it again.
That might actually be Maeve taking those.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yep. That was Emily Fame trying to chip that ball in just over the crossbar.
This is some great work here by the Mustangs.
Yeah, I think they're feeling good about this.
Yeah, they should. They should.
And definitely, they know they can hang with this team, and they're certainly proving that. And they're more than hanging at this point, right? I mean, they're pressuring Dedham.
And probably a smart play here is as Hickey just kind of takes her time, kind of get things settled down for Dedham.
See where she
approaching
goes
6.5.
Drives that ball out there. Good job finding a Dedham foot.
Yeah, and there was a nice play there by the Dedham player to then flick it back towards the middle where one of her teammates could pick it up.
Oh, good hustle there by Emily Fame. Yep. She came over quite a ways there to challenge that. No, that's all right. That's still no kick. Michaela Reen and Erin McDermott trying to play that two-woman game and a quick pass back, but
nice job by Cece to find her in the middle there.
Maybe trying to look out wide for. And finds. Is that Allie Steve? No, it's that way out there.
Michaela trying to run through, but he's just going to blast that out of the way.
Oh, Maeve O'Connor.
Nearly took out one of the subs on the far side. Hickey blasts that one at the sidelines, and I don't think someone was paying attention and almost got her head knocked off by that ball as it was heading out. So Mustangs continue this impressive work here as they kind of wind down. About 5.5 left.
Refs are letting Dedham break on the ball before it's been struck. No, the ball finds its way straight through to the keeper. It was
Yep.
nicely struck. And again, I think if the girls had maybe been able to put a head on it, it'd be a different thing. But it's harder to play that ball out of the air when all you can do is chest it in. Aaron McDermott trying to settle onto that.
Again, once that gets up that high, and again, knowing you can't head it, it gets so hard to judge exactly when that's going to come down and
Good job
how
by
to
Carolyn
settle
there.
it.
Settling it down. Somebody needs to tell her man on, but she's battling hard,
Yeah,
doing a great
boy,
job.
She really is.
Oh, going the other way.
Yep.
Maybe Dedham getting a little too physical on that one.
But you're right. Something like that. I think like a teammate needs to let her know that she's got someone on her back. So that you can start to feel that pressure there.
Yep. So it's indirect again. So we're going to do the little quick touch to CC, who will
Trying to get to a spot, nobody there. She's asking, was hoping her teammate would help out. She gets that ball right back, trying to get it back in again.
Alexa stepping up. Oh, the ball going the other way. The through ball. See Alexa in a foot race. Cece's going to get there first, though. Just touch the ball out wide and give up the kick in, but settle everything back down.
Yeah, it looked like Cece, she had that dialed in the whole way.
Yeah, I think Alexa did a nice job running with the Dedham player to make it harder for her to take a good angle, and then Cece just, put on the jets a little bit and touched it out of play.
Looks like he kind of misfired on that one, but she steps right back in.
And here comes Cassidy again. Oh, Alexa with a nice
that's
step,
a nice step
carrying
there,
the ball
yeah.
forward. Couldn't quite ran into traffic. And that ball will go out for a Norwood kick in.
But yeah, boy, she really did start to accelerate as she kind of split that forward line there. It was a nice run for just a little bit anyway, but it was a great job of kind of alleviating that pressure. Mustang's trapped on that far side.
Good turn by Emily Fame to get that out of danger. Aaron McDermott over to Emily again. Ball up, finding Michaela Reen. Nice. Oh, and a little touch.
Oh, yeah, had a chance to
they
get
had
through.
it. They saw it.
Yep. But once again, O'Connell strong there. The two of them, Hickey and O'Connell, the center two here in the back line, really making it difficult to kind of get through.
The ball's just going to roll on.
Yep.
That's too bad. But again, it's all right though, because in the previous series when Dedham was doing the goal kicks, quite often Norwood was able to just drive it back at them. So.
Yeah, and you can see the Norwood forwards here just around the 40, the 35-yard line, looking to probably knock down Hickey's ball again and send it back in. See what they can do here. Once again, able to do exactly that.
Yeah,
Hickey
when you've
will,
got your back to the direction you want to go, it's hard sometimes to play that ball the way you want to and need to. So. Sam Reeman. Alexa maybe. Oh, good. They worked out well.
Work together.
Yep.
Ball's taking a couple
Emily
funny spins here.
Fame working really hard in the midfield this game. Seen her make some really positive plays a number of times. Touch back to Alexa. And up to Maeve, who can't quite get there. Asking for it back, but Michaela Reen makes the turn out to, I think it's Reese Barnett. And the nice ball down right onto Paige, who
just chips that one.
Chips the ball out. Oh, but wins a corner.
Yep.
Wins a corner.
Oh, all right. So that went off. Yeah, that's a great run then. See what the Mustangs can do here as we're under 2 minutes left in the first half. Mustangs still down just the goal, but some great work here.
Oh, Maeve is doing a great job of driving. Oh.
Some terrific work by the Mustang offense here as they really are kind of applying the pressure nicely here to the Marauders.
Yeah, finishing this this half very strongly.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, Emily Fame really working hard today.
Nice.
And put that ball through. Put that ball on net. Oh, come on, Aaron. Just couldn't quite get around to turn it on and gives it the corner. But still, again, bringing the pressure, right? That's great.
Yep, so the Dedham will get a change here. We're probably just about down towards the final minute.
And apparently, Coach Gonsalves has decided he's had enough. He's climbing over the fence.
Yeah, that could be dangerous.
Yeah.
So Hickey puts it back in play.
And finds its way through, but Maeve Gavin with a great step there.
So the Mustangs got to see if they can't get this ball in quickly. Keep that pressure going.
As I suspected, Ty was just looking for a stray ball.
Right.
Good. Glad to know he hasn't given up. I think this team definitely still in this game.
Great little first step there, yeah. Continuing to work it down the field here. I think the refs are going to at least give the Mustangs a couple more chances here.
I think they think that this is not out. This might have been a foul. Or maybe out. Okay, I'm wrong.
So ball.
Switch the field, find Caroline
Great job. She's got some space
there. And a nice little touchback. Oh, what? Oh, was that?
I think that might be the end of the second quarter there. But I'll tell you, wow, some terrific action here for the last 5 or 6 minutes. This was clearly down here obviously in the Dedham zone, and not only was it a situation where the ball was, in the Dedham zone for quite some time, there was a lot of good, solid possession on the part of the Mustangs there, and I think they really ended that second quarter extremely strong.
Yeah, totally agree. Definitely felt like they were controlling that play. It wasn't just, kick and run or pinball. It was purposeful soccer, and they were doing great. They looked great.
Exactly. So we'll see what they can do at halftime, and hopefully come back out here in that third quarter with that same energy and see if we can't tie this one up. So after 2 quarters of play, we're ready for halftime. Mustangs find themselves down just 1-0. We'll be right back after these messages. And back here just in time for the opening kickoff here of the second half, or your third quarter. Mustangs trying to then continue that terrific pressure that they finished up the second quarter with as they find themselves down just a goal. But yeah, nice little step there. And again, the defense stepping up. I'm going to say, is that coming back?
Apparently,
yeah.
The Norwood player hit the deck and
yeah. There was kind of some confusion there. I was just curious why that. And again, I don't know many of the rules, but I certainly didn't think that was going to be a foul on Norwood.
So let's see if Cece can give this a big boot and it's indirect. Get that ball into the box and see what Norwood can do with it. Oh, good job by Marin to shield off.
Yeah, and she's
actually
able
get
to
the
draw
call,
that well. Yeah. First, I wasn't quite sure if they were going to call her on that, but that was a great job on her part to kind of put herself between the Dedham defender and the ball. So this is a great little spot right here. Cece kind of was trying to hope to swing that one in. You could see that she just kind of a little disappointed in herself on that.
Yeah, she didn't quite get over that ball, just kind of, I think, struck it. I think the Dedham player running in on her hurried her a little. And,
But yeah, great little opportunity, a terrific start here, just underway in the third quarter. But a good amount of energy that the Mustangs have brought to finish up the second quarter and come out here strong as well. See what Hickey can do to blast this ball out.
Emily Fame battling there, couldn't quite get around on it, but Dedham settles it down. Ball through there, but Caroline Galvin working hard.
Well, there's a big battle heading over there on that far side, too, with her and Breyer.
Yeah, they've definitely been going at it off and on across the course of the game.
Yep, and you got to imagine probably yesterday at a 1-0 match that it was probably, again, you start to play against the same players, and you sometimes you remember what happened on Saturday.
Marin, Sam Reen doing a great job trying to make that overlapping run, just started a little too far back to get there, but you see the girls thinking soccer, right? Like they're doing the things that they need to do to become an effective team, and it's nice to see the progress as the season goes on. And I think early on I was commenting how it didn't seem like there were enough. The girls weren't making the off the ball runs, and I don't really see that is a problem now. I think they're definitely doing a much better job of moving through space and into space, and it looks like real team soccer.
Yeah, nice job there by Giambanco to take the shot on and actually kind of short hopped Turner on the turf, and she was able to kind of make the save. But once again, you getting that ball to the net. Some early great pressure here by the Mustangs. Oh, it's too bad. Just kind of a quick little miscommunication.
There.
Yep.
Yep. Just trying to tap that through to Alexa, who does a great job in recovery. Hustles back, manages to make the turn.
She's still making
keeps
the
the
turn.
ball in. That was well done. Well done.
Yeah, it's just like you saw that play start to develop, but yeah, she was able to stay with it the entire way.
Yeah. It's just nice to see. Like, it's great to see there's some real good individual talent on this team, right? Some real skilled players, but they're meshing together as a team nicely in both ends of the field. So great job there. Is that long ball in, scooped up by Trish Wachowski and sent back in.
Yeah, it is kind of interesting to watch. Like you said, when you've got your back to the ball as you're,
Nicely done by Emily Fame there. Sorry.
Trying to get that ball and regain possession, and the defenders are oftentimes stepping right up. That's a great little first step there as well.
May have almost got to that
Yep.
one. That's a good ball by Dedham there to spring their wing, but covered nicely by Alana Evans there.
Wow, she
saves the corner, but
Yeah.
I suppose given that it's a kick in regardless, I suppose doesn't really matter. But just good hustle on her part.
all the way. Yeah, she did not give up at all, and even when she knew she had at least had to step on the Dedham attacker, continued on all the way down, and like you said, is able to knock that ball out of bounds anyway. And normally, the throw in, but here it is kind of treated almost as a corner because they're able to swing it in. Dangerous ball here.
Oh, and
Great job.
Yeah, nice job in
Yep.
traffic there. Nice kick that's going to be handled by Michaela Reen there.
Oh.
See if she can make the turn and the touch out to Marin, which she does. Marin manages to keep that ball in. I think
Still
maybe she
working
was surprised
together.
herself.
Yep.
Nicely done, Michaela, to keep on with that. And see Sam Reen taking the step up, touching the ball forward to Taylor. Taylor trying to cut that ball back outside, couldn't quite do it. And Cece using that height to advantage. And Emily Fame once again with these great steps. These girls are playing. They're working hard. They're playing great. This is just so much fun to watch.
Yeah, and you can see them again. They're starting to play with a lot of confidence here, a lot of energy, some really nice soccer. They are playing some really, really good ball here early on. We got about 14 and a half minutes still to play here in the third quarter.
Oh, well done there by Maeve to shield that ball off and get that ball
well
through.
struck,
yeah,
too. Yep.
Yeah, just Marin couldn't quite catch up to that.
Yeah, you could see Maeve did a great job there. She let that ball, kind of roll past her, using her body to shield the Dedham defender, and then ran right up, on the ball. So that was a terrific, terrific soccer play there.
Yeah.
And then struck it extremely well into the box. So lots of positives here early on. See if the Mustangs can't capitalize.
Yeah, they're definitely playing with some energy and enthusiasm and purpose. It's just great to see.
Looked like that came off a Norwood head, so a dead ball here is Hickey will get the tap and will drive this one deep.
Very brave of Michaela Reed.
Yeah,
head
all the
first
way
into
through
that.
there. Oh, and it just sneaks underneath. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad because, it's one of those, certainly, obviously, the Mustangs have been carrying play the entire opening frame here in the third quarter, and, that's that power that Hickey brings to the game where she is able to just drill that all the way in, and they just snuck underneath Patricia's arms there. That's just too bad. So the Marauders have now doubled up and have a 2-0 lead. Once again, though, I want to see these Mustangs just continue what they've been doing for this third quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's time. They can get both those goals back. They can get a third. This game is not over.
Oh, not by a long shot. And we talked about the boys' team earlier today over at Dedham finding themselves down 2-0 and are able to pull out the tie. So the girls' team here find themselves in the same situation. hopefully can respond.
Trying to get the ball through. Finds. Oh,
just short, but some nice pressure. This is exactly the response that you want. If you're a coach, this is the response that you want from your team after a goal, to really kind of reassert the authority that you'd had to start the match. You know, Turner and Hickey working together again. I think they, two very smart soccer players settling things down.
Yeah, now Dedham, for the remainder of these quarters, I think will be taking their time with things, letting the clock run.
Hickey's able to get that ball all the way out
of the air nicely by number 19 there. That's Lilia Roslenek.
Couldn't quite make the pass to her teammate there on the far side. Now, we didn't quite get who got the goal there for the Marauders. I know that, like I said, Hickey was able to get that ball in the box, and then there was kind of that scrum in front, and it just happened to sneak underneath for the goal.
Let's see if...
Got to be careful there.
I'm sure if Trish realized that she could have actually picked that up, but...
Sometimes, we talked about that in the JV game when the Dedham goalkeeper had made the smart play knowing not to touch it. And sometimes maybe rather safe than sorry on a situation like that. If you're not completely sure.
You certainly don't want to give up the penalty kick.
Right.
Like that's just...
So if you know you can get that out and you're not quite sure, like you said, rather safe than sorry. But Mustangs trying to gear it back up here.
Fame again, carrying the ball through midfield up to Michaela, who I think maybe didn't really sense that player on her back quite.
Nice little touch through there. Got some numbers here.
Marin up ahead of her. She's looking to put that ball through. And the Dedham keeper's going to come out and snuff that out. But
and she'll take her time here. She waits for her teammates to work themselves back up the field. Just about halfway through this third quarter. 10 minutes left. Mustangs find themselves down now 2-0. Nice run here by the Dedham.
Cut off nicely by Alexa, who's now tripped coming out of her end. So we had some substitutions on the Norwood side. I see Paige Barnett's now in there playing up top with Michaela Reen. I think Maeve Glavin went off for a quick breather, as did Caroline Galvin.
And I can see over there on the far side, it looks like we'll have a couple more that'll be coming in at some point for the Mustangs. As the sun comes out here, it looks like a beautiful, beautiful day to be out there on the field.
Brinko working hard in the middle there to get that ball back. And Marin Giambanco doing her usual battling along the sideline. I think Sam Reen's just going to escort that out for the kick in. See if they get the substitutions. Oh, yep. So we've got... Caroline Broussier coming in for Alana Evans, and then Maeve Glavin taking Taylor Brinklow out for a well-deserved breather. So,
stepped in there nicely.
Yep. Marin once again doing a great job of shielding. And
she really has played that extremely well today in terms of terrific body position, holding the Dedham player off. And holding strong too. She's not getting pushed around.
No, I mean she's not a big kid, but she plays physical. Oh, well done, Emily.
Snapped that one right off the foot. Yeah, but that's a great little play.
Sam Reen's, I think, having a tremendous game today. Really battling hard over here on this sideline. Just all around, just great soccer from these girls, despite the score.
Trying to step one direction, come the other way.
Oh, and Maeve's looking to find Aaron just through, and Paige Barnett's going to run down. Oh, nice on the ball challenge, and what happened?
Yeah, it looks like we've gone out of bounds, but I think it went off of the Dedham players. So the Mustangs find themselves in a nice little spot here.
Again, see if maybe a quick touch to Maeve Glavin, who's really got a great leg and can put that ball on net pretty easily from out there.
Coming up at 7.5 left here.
All right, now looks like
we're getting another sub in.
Yeah, Marin Giambanco getting a breather, and I don't know exactly who that is yet. I haven't been able to see the number.
She will turn momentarily.
Ali Trahan?
Yep.
And there's Maeve with the drive. Oh, and just a little wide, and Kayla Reen couldn't quite catch up to that.
But you're right, though. Maeve has been striking that ball extremely well off of these. We saw a couple there towards the tail end of the second quarter. And that's a good solid weapon to have in your arsenal, is to be able to get a ball like that strongly and sharply into the box.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, Maeve, despite being slight of frame, is really able to drive that ball.
Yep. Dedham able to keep it in momentarily. Looks like that one went. I think both teams here trying to figure out, have the ref point in the direction. Looks like it had gone off the Dedham player. So Mustangs will get the ball quickly in.
Caroline Galvin restarts to Emily Fame, who makes a nice turn there to find Michaela Reen up top. And then Erin McDermott with the overlap. Takes the ball, battling. Oh!
Try to sneak that one through.
That ball had eyes, man. That just curled right around the Dedham defender and right to Paige's feet, I think, there. And Cassidy Hickey did the right thing and just cleared it out. But again, Norwood's bringing the pressure.
And so now, again, maybe get the ref there trying to at least make the cushion for Maeve to kind of swing this ball in again. She rolls it back.
See if Sam Reen can put that ball on frame.
It's just such a shame you lose that ability to head the ball.
Although having coached so many girls for so long, they don't like to head the ball anyway. So. And not that I blame them. It's, it hurts, especially if you do it wrong.
So get his ball in again here. Maybe also another terrific ball in.
Oh, boy, they are just so they just can't quite get that lucky bounce once it's in there,
Hickey continues to just kind of alleviate the pressure, but this would be nice here if they could kind of capitalize. They've had a number of shots at it. Kind of got this almost down to a science here. Hopefully that other ball doesn't roll on. There he goes. So tapped in. Oh, nice little run, too. I think the Dedham player was expecting her to... terrific stuff there. It's down at the feet.
Now let's see if Sophia
CC can
over
just...
the ball. And, CC, I confused.
I think she was off. No, it's not.
I thought she was off.
Oh, outstanding. No.
Yeah, that's a goal.
Oh, terrific job. I wasn't quite sure. Yeah, I think one of the Dedham players, she's got the arm up, hoping to forget the call.
Yep. And they're arguing it.
Yep, they certainly are. I mean, Turner is trying to plead her case that clearly the Norwood player was offsides, but no indication whatsoever from the ref. I think that's going to stand as a good goal.
Of course, I have absolutely no idea who scored.
Well, that's the problem. Yeah, I mean, we were just so excited that that they had buried it at the back of the net when for sure I kind of thought she might have been offside as well. Yep. But now the ref is coming up to talk to the other ref here to kind of get his thoughts on it. But right now, that's a good goal.
Yeah, they better not. It's going to be tough to overturn this on the basis of since neither ref signaled offsides.
Exactly.
I don't think you can really let the other team argue away from a goal.
Yeah, points there. Good. That is a good goal. So I'm going to put that up on the scoreboard. And with 4 minutes left here in the third quarter, Mustangs on the board. Sitting here now, have 2-1. Plenty of time left. Ref going over there to the far side to talk to Coach Savvy to kind of let him know exactly what the call was, or in this case was not. So no offsides. The Mustangs were able to cut this lead in half. And now, we'll see what now one of the most dangerous leads in all of sports is the 2-1 lead. So Mustangs are right back in this one. Still some discussion here as they get ready, and Dedham will put the ball into play.
That ball was struck with anger, I think.
Yep. And I guess if I'm Coach Savvy, kind of that's for Dedham, you got to make sure your kids keep their heads in this match.
A nice ball by Sam Reen up there. Oh, that was a handball. That ball was played with the hand.
Ball out of bounds coming back here to Norwood way. And if I'm Norwood, and I know that maybe Dedham right now is a little emotional on that call, I continue this pressure, and they're going to have Maeve just, again, swing that ball into the box as the ref gives the cushion.
Paige Barnett. Oh, no.
Oh, great little step.
Oh, but just a little too much on that. Oh.
Just trying to battle through.
Yeah. Oh.
And she might actually get...
okay.
Wow. I thought for sure that maybe...
maybe the elbow to the chest was going to get the... But I suppose they let Maeve get away with a few things on the other end. So.
Right. Yep.
So Morse foul, and it did go out. It did go out off of Maeve, so certainly. Looks like Hickey's going to do her usual drive the ball.
And she does. She really strikes that ball strong and hard. Good defending there by the Mustangs.
Oh, that's an unfortunate bounce.
Once again, yeah.
Oh, nicely done there by Caroline to just find Find Maeve out top.
It was kind of nice to watch.
Allie Trahan.
Yeah, as Allie kind of backed away, knowing that her teammate was going to pick that one up. Good communication. Then Trahan was trying to make the run. Good work there on the far side. As we come under 2 minutes left here in the third quarter, Mustangs down just a goal. And again, it's kind of a shame. We're not quite sure who got it, so we can't tell you because it was just kind of the big scrum in front. But a huge goal for the Mustangs this year.
Yeah, that was great. Hey, just good run of play that led to that goal, right?
Without question. Yep.
Some good things from the girls, and so fantastic.
So now these are kind of been these dangerous plays where you got this really nice angle and you can get that ball up and into the box. Handled easily there by Witkowski.
So she gives her team a chance to get out before. Just going to punt it up to Paige.
That's a nice job there.
Yep.
Great
Back
job.
to Emily Fame, who knocks it forward again. Oh, and Paige with a nice turn there. Get past the Dedham defender, who does a good job to recover. And sort of.
Kept that ball in play too there on the far side, continuing to work.
Oh, nice to find the box like that. That was well done.
It's kind of tough. You get that far side, you're not quite sure exactly where that other blue line is for the out of bounds, but they just continued to battle, both of them over on that far side. Mustangs
Just
come away
short of
with
the
it.
50. She's really good at that.
Yeah. Finding that 49 and not even a half now, 49 and 3/4.
Aaron McDermott looking to bring the ball up. Paige with the step and the shield. And Caroline Galvin comes up and off of a Dedham player, I believe, for the Norwood kick-in.
Looks like, trying to see exactly which direction they're pointing right now. We're trying to get that ball back in. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Mustang ball for the kick-in on the far side.
Oh, I think they've...
Or to get them off on a foul? Okay, even better.
Yeah. Still indirect, though, so it'll have to be the... But I think they'll tap it forward, and Cece's going to drive it into the mix.
She's just trying to get that right to the center of the field there, but the Dedham with a good first step, trying to call it back.
Sam Reen right where she needs to be.
Step up here, moving into here, rotate the field this side.
So heads up, finds Emily. Emily looking for Allie Trahan, I believe. Oh, tough. She's trying to tap it back and couldn't quite get as much on it. Cece sends it up. Again, looking for Allie.
Good work here by the Mustangs once again.
Aaron McDermott looking for Michaela Reen and Paige Barnett both playing up top still.
It's a nice, smart play there by the Dedham player to kind of get that down into the great turn.
Caroline, and then off the Dedham player. Just really good soccer.
Yeah, they really have played well. It has been a privilege and a pleasure to call this one today, as the Mustangs are certainly playing some terrific soccer. We saw a great one at the opening bell with the JV. Again, just coming up short, but both squads today have played extremely well. We know the boys varsity played well to the tie. Not quite sure how the boys JV team did. We'll try to get that score to you. But all in all, just so far today, a terrific day of soccer for the Mustangs.
Nice step there by Alana Evans to cut that off initially, but couldn't quite get that last one. And that's, oh, look at that. Good
also
job.
A great turn. Oh, just couldn't quite clear it out, but a nice turn. And just as they wrap up the third quarter. So, wow, with some terrific action here by the Mustangs in this third quarter. They are able to bury one in the back of the net to cut this lead in half. So we will head into the final frame with the Mustangs down just a goal, 2-1. And we'll be right back with the final quarter action.
Do you want to stay up to date with Norwood Community Media? Then subscribe to our weekly NCM newsletter. Every Friday, our promotions department publishes an online newsletter that highlights the work of NCM and the latest happenings. It includes the full episode of Norwood News, recent clips from NCM programs, behind-the-scenes photos, and so much more. NCM works hard to deliver a steady stream of Norwood content, and this newsletter is another way to stay connected to Norwood. To receive the newsletter, just visit www.norwoodcommunitymedia.org. Scroll to the bottom of the page, click the Sign Up for Our Newsletter button, and enter some basic information. You'll then be added to our newsletter mailing list. It's all here on Norwood Community Media, your home for all things Norwood.
Norwood. Here, we are chosen at birth. Our loyalties are predetermined. And our families, defined. Raised by the stories of those that came before us.
Here's a breakaway. Bill Norman, he's in back and score!
Fearlessly driven by the hope of what's to come. It chooses us. It defines us. And for us, it's everything. This is Norwood. And here, sports are in our blood.
Norwood Mustangs 2015 are the state Division I champs.
Hi, I'm Chief Bill Brooks of the Norwood Police Department. The men and women of the Norwood PD are committed to protecting you and to providing you with top quality service. We're busy. Norwood is a nice town, but in any given 24-hour cycle, we handle anywhere from 65 to 90 radio calls and officer-initiated events. We patrol the town's 10 square miles, including over 100 miles of roadways. Our traffic enforcement focuses on places where crashes have occurred, neighborhoods where residents have reported chronic violations, and offenses that impact crashes like speed, texting, running stop signs and red lights, and failing to yield to pedestrians. When we're not tied up on calls, we work hard to build relationships with members of the community. So you'll see our officers out walking footbeats, checking in with merchants, and stopping at sporting events to chat with kids. We believe that every resident should know, or at least feel like they know, a member of our department. So if you see us, stop and say hello. We'd love to chat with you. On behalf of the men and women of the Norwood Police Department, it's our pleasure to serve you.
Your home for all things Norwood, online at norwoodcommunitymedia.org.
And back here ready to bring you the final fourth quarter of this terrific match that we've been watching here today as the Mustangs are down just a goal. And I think while we were at our break, we were able to get from Mike Maloof down in the truck our goal scorer. And I think they're giving that one to Glavin as she was able to somehow come out of that scrum and bury it in the back of the net. So let's see if that Mustang offense that we've been seeing a lot of in the second and third quarter can continue here into the final frame.
It's a good start already for Norwood,
Yeah,
intercepting that pass, winning the kick in with the little back and forth play between Caroline Galvin and Alana Evans.
Yeah, that is kind of nice. You know, like you said, Dedham gets the initial kick, and the Mustangs immediately take control. And
nice. Oh!
They're not going to call that.
No, but did they?
No,
call
did
that?
they call it? I think they did. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
But I mean, that was well done. I mean, Marin once again doing a great job of shielding the ball, and that through ball from Michaela Reen. I think, you know, had Marin made that turn, she could have caught up to that easily and put a shot on net and draws the foul.
Yeah,
and now
boy,
from a very dangerous spot. And this should be a direct, and there should be no wall. So let's see what they do with this. No, I thought the spot of the foul was much closer to the.
Just outside the box. Oh boy, she didn't miss that
thought she was in the box,
PK by
that's-
very much. I mean, that's if that's a foot outside.
Yeah.
You can see Taylor there trying to kind of at least direct that, you know, wall, as it were.
Yeah.
It's more now kind of like a picket fence because they got to be, you know, that much far apart. Let's see what the ref does here in terms of setting this up. Got both field hockey teams have arrived. And so now with this particular situation, and again the ref is probably talking to Hickey, the senior captain, telling you what you can and cannot do. So Brinklow with a terrific opportunity right here early on. A little confusion on the Dedham part. So it looks like Hickey's going to take a run right at Taylor.
She can't move till the ball's struck.
Right,
so
exactly.
I'm not sure
so and
that's,
she already did. You could see her.
Yeah. Not quite sure.
Poised and ready to go, and you knew that that's exactly what she was going to do.
But I'm not entirely certain how that was allowed, because you have to give 10 yards until the ball's struck.
Right.
It's not like from what I understand of a field hockey penalty where you can come charging off your goal line at the ball, but
maybe that has something to do with a possible offsides on a goal. So who knows what kind of calls Dedham might be getting here in the fourth quarter.
Could very well be. Could very well
but
be.
Anyway, a great opportunity there, and the ball was certainly well struck by Taylor. She really kind of got everything behind it, but unfortunate there, weren't able to completely capitalize. So Mustangs, not to be deterred, come right back in with some great little small pass ball movement.
Oh, nice step there by Alexa. Ball up, but I think Cece should. Oh, yep. For a moment there, the angle looked wrong, and I thought she wasn't going to get to it, but yeah, easily handled by Cece and put out a touch.
So Dedham will take the kick in here again onto the far side. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what Dedham does defensively here for the fourth quarter. You never like to kind of go into a defensive shell, especially the way the Mustangs have been kind of generating some offense here, especially in the third and to start kind of the fourth quarter. Great little touch there.
Good awareness there, right? Alexa knew Sam was wide open. Just opened out there on the touch line and just tapped it out there for her to have the clear path forward. And
yeah, no need to just kind of step into the ball and drive it down the field when you've got a better option. Alexa was able to find the teammate and able to kind of move that ball up, and then they get the ball back here. So they'll get the kick in here and knock it back to Alexa. We'll try to flick it in. Nice Norwood bounce there.
Cece makes the run up and wins that ball.
I think Norwood so far today, in terms of just using the body and the shielding work that they have done, has been extremely impressive. Taylor, again, with her head up, looking to make a certain play.
I'm trying to find Caroline Galvin, who couldn't quite get there, but still, purposeful soccer. That's what you want to see.
This ball there a little bit too far.
Nope. Trying to figure out what she's doing there. She's making the turn, nicely done. Way to sort of sell the cut in, and that was close.
Yeah. Yep. But you're right. That was a great job there by Alexa. She just kind of took the player with her and then made a nice turn on the ball. Was able to keep the ball in control.
Oh, this is
great work
some
here.
Marin just couldn't quite get up to that to give it the poke it needed.
Get that off
Cece
there to the far
Marin
side.
Out wide.
Looks like that might have nicked off of the Dedham player. It did. So the Mustangs again quickly upfield. Just about 5 minutes played. We got 15 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Mustangs down again, just a goal. Thanks to Glavin's goal. Towards the tail end of the third quarter. Dedham not quite sure if they'd been offsides, but ref didn't think so. And right now, goal continues to stand. So Mustangs only down a goal here. And again, some early pressure here in the fourth quarter. Trying to make sure he doesn't have to leap the fence again. And just pops over, and you can see the frustration. They're like, oh, I'll have to go back over the fence some point today. Got to keep track of those soccer balls.
Better tie than us, though, right? We don't want private fences. No. Oh, there's a nice through ball to Maeve making the run.
Trying to see if pull the corner on that one, but yeah, she's able to get the corner.
Nice.
So terrific work here so far early on. Once again, trying to make sure you can at least get that cushion as the Dedham defenders trying to sneak in a little bit.
Ball through
good little ball there.
Out to Emily Fame, who's going to turn, and they just couldn't quite get. But out to Sam Reen, who's going to send it right back in.
Nice ball in.
Yeah.
Great idea. But yeah, that's a couple of those little scrums in front, and you just never know when you're going to, catch something that lands on somebody's foot. They're able to drive it home.
Well, and it's especially, as the goalie, that ball's bouncing around off of everybody.
Yeah.
It's hard to necessarily position yourself appropriately for anything. So, good hustle there by Alana Evans to sniff that out. And
defended nicely, though, by Jamie McDonough, the number 14.
Oh.
She continued to work through. No call there. Is letting them play
all
on.
ball.
Yep. Once again, terrific work there. Great work by Paige. Body in the right position.
And Devin O'Connell, again, just a really strong defender. Norwood is not having an easy time getting by her.
So Mustangs trying to work the ball up the field here.
So
As Alana will take this and knock it
CC
back to CC, yeah.
Do the CC Venditti special. Oh, yep, he's going to touch it forward. Looking for Aaron McDermott. Oh, trying to do a good job to shield it and get the turn, and instead wins the kick in, but that's great.
We'll probably
Now
do
they're
the
closer
exact,
now. It might be more tempting for.
Oh, great idea.
Yep.
Great idea.
Good run by Emily and good turn up there. Oh, and I think Marin really expected that ball to be going the other way.
Exactly.
And
yeah, you could see her turn upfield, and,
Yep.
and the ball had skipped past the Dedham defender. And yeah, if she had turned to her other way, she would have been right on top of that.
She did exactly what anybody else. The ball seemed to have gotten past her. It seemed like the Dedham defender was really going to be in control, and then just a fortunate bounce. So, yeah.
And again, that's a tough little break there. The ball, hops up under Alexa's arm, and so Dedham will get the kick from just about 40 yards out.
Once again, see Cassidy Hickey take this and probably drive it right at net.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if Witkowski certainly has got to be ready, because this is kind of where they have been dangerous.
It's further out than I realized, but still. Yep.
There she is. Yep. Nicely done. But yeah, those were, if you looked at the two Dedham goals, that's kind of been, both of them have been off of Hickey's initial kick.
Evans settling the ball down.
Trying to find a teammate.
Trying to find some space.
Oh, there's a space right there. You could
Sam Reed making the
see
overlapping
Sam
run.
try to run that one.
Yep.
That was some great presence of mind there by Emily to kind of just, she saw that area, and Sam saw it as well, working together, and she put it right to where Sam was going to be.
Up to Taylor Brinklow, who I think may have gotten got the foul.
Yep. So Mustangs again continue to move up.
And Coach Brinklow getting Taylor up into the box, wanting numbers up there.
Good ball in.
Handled easily by the Dedham player, but then not so easily by her teammate.
Yep.
And the ball remains in the box. Let's see if Alana Evans can get to this. Oh,
well played.
But yeah, a good ball through. She's got Cece does a nice job to head that off, and then Emily Fame coming over to help. We'll let Alexa take that, and I think she would like a little more on that. But no, Emily with a good clear, and that would be a handball.
I would say, yeah, that one's. The better play on that one is to probably just let that one go past you. Your teammate there on the far side could pick that up, but it's difficult when you're that close to it not to try to gain possession. So just under halfway through, 9.5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Mustangs down just a goal, and once again have been kind of carrying the play as they did for most of the third quarter. I think since the end of the second quarter, it has been Mustang play most of the way.
Good job but once as always, it's always easier to be driving at the ball and have it want it to go in the direction you're facing. It's easier to make that step. So good job by Aaron McDermott there. Just well done.
Work.
Good strong run. Oh, and here's Taylor looking for the chance, and the Dedham keeper comes out and drops to cover that. That was a nice little bounce over there to Taylor, and she drove the ball hard.
Yep. But you're right. That was some great work by Aaron. Really battling with the Dedham defender, continued to work, was not to be deterred, and managed to get that ball again over, like you said, over to Taylor. That's a nice little step there.
Emily, and right up to Maeve. Oh, Marin again.
Oh, she got.
She got past her. Now she's got to face Cassidy. Oh.
And Hickey's able to take care of that defensively. But that was a great... She's able to get the turn on there, get the shoulder down, and was able to get outside, but just wasn't able to finish the full way.
Yeah. Marin was probably going to lose any shoulder charge against Cassidy. That just...
So Hickey will tee it up here for Dedham.
Booming kick.
Driven well.
Good step by Sam, but can't quite find Norwood feet. Alana Evans out there giving chase. Works her off the ball. Cece step in and knock it out of touch. And Dedham will have the kick in the Norwood zone.
So we'll see what they're able to do here. She's going to stay back defensively. And they'll bring it up here, and Morse will probably swing that ball in.
Ooh.
Well done there.
Yep. Good. Well covered there by Trish Wachowski. Oh, and then a nice ball forward to Marin, who turns and lets the ball do the work. Let's see if she can get to it. Nope. But Norwood kick in again on the Dedham side of the field. So Norwood continues to tilt the field towards the Dedham goalie, which is the way you want it tilted.
Certainly a smart play. She saw where the ball was going to land, and like you said, let the ball come past you, let it do the work, and run up right with it. Smart soccer play.
A nice little move there by Paige to keep...
Oh, and another turn, too.
Yep.
That's
to drive that ball in, but
Morse was strong on that defensively. Working there the far side. Looks like that'll go off the Norwood player, so Dedham will get the kick in with 6.5 minutes now left. And once again, you're probably going to see...
Cassidy out there to drive that ball.
Strong first step there by the Dedham player,
that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Cece right where she would unfortunately just put it right at the Dedham feet. And Dedham slowly bringing their numbers up. And McDermott battling out there on the wing. I think she's going to get to that. Nope. Oh.
Ball out of bounds, letting them play. Just wanted to let you know that the defender was still there. So
yeah, just saying hello.
Yep. A little how do you do? As we come under 6 minutes now. So they'll probably have Morse again. 23 try to chip this one in. So Dedham will take their time. Always got to keep their head on a swivel here so that kind of keep an eye on anyone coming from the backside.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll make sure they track those runs.
Yep.
It's a little harder to defend now since you can't really be on the opposing, up against the opposing player. You've got to give them space, and so it's easier for them to make those runs.
So ball out of bounds here, I think, or they come. Yep. Or is it back down? No, it's ball out of bounds.
Yep.
Or
touch in, I think.
Yep.
And Dedham's just getting a substitution, and apparently taking up some good gamesmanship there, right? Substitute.
Who's the farthest away?
Yep, exactly. Now you got to make sure that she gets off the field, and this will just take a little while. And
Morse will swing it in again.
Oh,
it's a nice ball through.
Right to where...
Oh, terrific save.
You got to get that out of there. Got to get that out of there.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
This is one of those, you see nice a lot of feet kicking at things, but Witkowski's strong to the task.
Yep. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, foul here outside.
Okay.
That was a big save by Tricia.
Yeah, I think we're going to see Cassidy Hickey coming up to drive this right on net.
Yeah, this will just be tapped back to her.
Absolutely.
She starts to direct where she wants folks.
I'm not sure why you tipped it sideways. Just took it straight back at her.
Yep.
But that's what you did. There is a sacrifice made for the good of the team. She's going to... Is that Marin? No. Yes. Yep. Marin's going to feel that one tomorrow, I'm afraid. Oh, nice job by Maeve to make the turn. But we're just going to run it. Oh. It's the Dedham kick in.
Yeah, but boy, having watched Hickey and the power that she brings to her kicks to run towards that ball, knowing that she is going to be kind of basically having a free kick right at you, and then really taking it for the team there.
Yeah, no kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I suspect there's going to be the imprint of a soccer ball right on her back.
And she's right back in the play.
Oh, And then right on to Page, who hopefully can get that ball through to Michaela.
Oh, terrific ball.
Michaela's got speed, and then Page is coming up behind is to get the and just couldn't quite catch up to it to make the turn before it had run out of bounds.
Great run there. As we come under just about 3 minutes left here in the final frame.
Oh, handled nicely by Maeve.
Great job as Mustangs right back at it.
Page. Unfortunately,
they're going to get Page for the push there.
Yeah, once again, Devin O'Connell, just a really solid defender back there.
So O'Connell will set it up. Hickey will take the kick here.
Norwood play with a mask issue, I think. Ooh. I don't know if I'm not quite able to bring that down, but...
Ball will trickle out of bounds, so the Mustangs now going to kind of pick up the pace here a little bit. Get that ball back into play just as quick as they can. Start to move that ball north-south here as we head up the field. Little sense of urgency is probably under 3 minutes now here in the final frame. Mustangs down just a goal.
Nice job by Cece to tap that out to Sam and hopefully drive that forward.
Nice defensive job there by the Dedham to knock that ball back in.
Page trying to
flick that in. Yep.
Couldn't quite do it. Good job by Alana Evans there. Send the ball forward.
That's a smart little play there. I mean, maybe the Dedham wanted maybe a little bit more control, but like you said, if you're going to take that ball out of bounds and run that clock a little bit,
they'll play this game all day.
Exactly.
The just knocking the ball out of touch. Oh no!
Just missed that.
Oh.
She's able to. Yeah, you can just see that frustrate. She knows exactly what she wants to do and just misfired on it.
Yeah, unfortunately tapped the ball forward with her plant foot and then had to give the foul in order to slow down the attack.
Yeah, so Dedham again, they'll take their time up here on the ball.
They will, and I think once again, Cassidy's just going to drive this straight at net and see what happens.
And see who wants to run at her.
That's a ball through, but
nice and
easily handled by Trisha.
Let's see if we can get a bounce here.
Oh, yep.
Letting them play on the far side.
Well, definitely got the ball first. So, but yeah.
Oh, it's too bad. Almost had a break right there.
Yeah, soccer may not be a contact sport, but it is definitely a physical sport.
Oh, for sure. And it almost seems like this one is a little bit more physical than the boys' game was. But both squads here for both towns, as I was saying yesterday, I mean, there are a couple towns, if you grow up in Norwood, that you can kind of mark on a calendar. It's either going to be Walpole, but Dedham certainly too, with the Thanksgiving game, and always a good rivalry. So it was kind of nice to see that, in terms of these pods, that Dedham is in ours, that we can kind of keep that rivalry going. So
yeah, Matt Curran, the head coach for the boys cross country team, was yesterday at Senior Day noting how and there's the end of the game.
And that's the end. Oh, that's the end of the match there.
But just quick noting that the Dedham Norwood rivalry is 90 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Fortunately, we've not been around for all games. Sometimes I feel like I've been.
Yeah, I'm a little upset I've been around for almost more than half.
More than half of them. Yeah. So anyway, but the Mustangs here come up just short, 2-1 to Dedham. So 2 games they played this squad, and both are decided by a goal. And I really think probably starting about halfway through the second quarter, through most of the third and most of the fourth, Norwood really kind of carried the play. Obviously, some good, strong defense that these Marauders have between Hickey and O'Connell's anchoring that middle, but some great work, I think, by the Lady Mustangs this afternoon.
Absolutely, just a tremendously well played game, and they looked great, and they look better than they did last week, and I think they're going to look better next week, and it's a testament to Coach Gonzalez and Coach Brinklow and the work the girls are putting in, and it bodes well for the rest of the season and for the seasons to come.
Exactly. So your final score from up here, up at the high school, Norwood comes up just short as they lose a tough one today to the Dedham Marauders 2-1. Stay tuned. We'll be back here in about a half an hour as the Mustangs take on the Marauders in field hockey, with varsity action kicking off at 1, followed by JV. So for Eric, I'm Mark Hoover, and we'll see you right back here for the field hockey.